You like told us how you first started doing photography, and then there's now. I feel like you've learned like a fuck ton in between then.
Yeah.
Were you just like on Reddit forums and shit, like reading stuff? How do you like? I only know the word Blue Hour because you said it. Like I don't even know where I would go to learn what that was in the first place. If I was like, I really want to get into photography and particularly like landscape stuff and all of that. And so like, once you kind of were like of the mindset of okay, I'm going to do this thing. How did you start learning? What was like were you Googling like what are cool places to go hiking? Like I don't even know how I would get started. So I'm really curious what that kind of period of time was like.
Yeah. I think that the learning curve was pretty quick. I would say that where I learned the most was when I took a trip to New Zealand. That's where I learned night photography. They have like dark sky reserve. So the trick is to take a lot of shit photos, like so shitty that you're like mad at yourself and you're like,
I wasted the trip and all I got is these shitty photos.
Oh my God. Sometimes I look back at my library. Actually, I lost a lot of photos from New Zealand because I didn't have a good workflow for saving the files, but that's another story. Yeah, you need to shoot a lot. You need to shoot like so much. And I think also you need to be obsessed with your learning. Mm-hmm. I would say that the number one mistake that people make is that they think that it's easy to learn photography, right? It's like so accessible these days with your phone. It's like, it's easy to take a good photo, but like really try to like take a really good photo with like no noise, sharp front to back. Like it's almost impossible to take a shot front to back without learning focus stacking or like, let's say like techniques that are a little bit more advanced. So my number one advice is to be obsessed. You have to be obsessed with learning about it. And then as far as like where to go, I would say that the best spot for me was looking at like trip reports, blog posts on Google. And what I like about it is most people, they take shots with their phone when they do like trip reports. So let's say All Trails is like one of the best spots to go if you want to learn about a trail. Most people, they just take shots with their phone. So you kind of have an idea of what the spot looks like without the heavy editing that you see on Instagram. I think Instagram is also a good spot to see, but most of the time those images are like super heavily manipulated. So it's hard to know like, okay, what does this spot really looks like? And then the second spot is Google Earth. Like I'm obsessed with Google Earth. I am like in my bed every night. I'm like, if I could go there, like in the freaking Antarctica. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I can try to find like 5 helicopters to drop me. And then I go crazy with that. Like I love Google Earth. So I would say, yeah, those two spots. And then maybe the third is social media, but never rely on social media for knowing what the spot looks like.